Welcome, Wanderer. I am the digital avatar of Elias Artista, and together with my material counterpart, we shall introduce the content of this channel. Let us begin by clarifying that this is not a channel devoted to esotericism or spirituality, but one dedicated entirely to philosophy. Yet it is not philosophy in the sense with which you may already be familiar, but philosophy in its most original meaning, namely, in the Pythagorean and Platonic sense. Why this distinction? The reason is that the ancient Pythagorean doctrine, in the incomplete form in which it has come down to us, has until today been regarded as partly irrational. Throughout history, the failure to grasp the essence of the ancient Pythagorean philosophy has produced two opposing approaches. On the one hand, it has become the preserve of esoteric circles. On the other, within academia, it has developed along heterogeneous lines, drifting from its original purposes and gradually taking on the character of theology, ethics, psychology, sociology, semiotics, or politics. In this channel, we shall deal exclusively with the original aim of philosophy, the logical metaphysical study of the intelligible world, that is, the world of ideas forms, of which Plato speaks in his dialogues. Strange as it may seem, this world of forms can be entirely resolved into the geometric lines of a diagram which tradition has handed down to us under the name of Tetractys for the Pythagoreans, or Psyche for the Platonists. Of the Pythagorean Tetractys, only a triangular symbol has survived, a figure that does not reflect its logical origin or its dynamic mechanism. Plato, for his part, described the Psyche in an elusive and enigmatic manner. Among his best-known references are the divided line in the Republic and the passage in the Timaeus known as the Psychogony, which inspired one of the most celebrated reconstructions, the Landorf Kranta of Soli. None of these interpretations, however, captures the rational core of Pythagorean philosophy. We have reconstructed the diagram by means of the logic that emerges from Plato's dialogues, as well as through its echoes in parallel Greek and Near Eastern traditions. We have named our reconstruction the Archilogon in order to distinguish it from its historical counterpart. What, then, is the Archilogon? The Archilogon is the geometric representation of the logical structure of reality. It was, in all likelihood, employed by Plato himself in the composition of his dialogues. The ancient diagram, probably contained in the lost work of Philolaus of Croton on nature, disappeared with Plato's death and with the passing of the first generation of the old academy, such as Speusippus and Xenocrates. This loss set the Pythagorean tradition adrift. We shall explore the historical and documentary circumstances in the following videos. Our reconstruction is the outcome of many years of historical philosophical study, corroborated by ancient sources and reinterpreted in the light of the logic conveyed by the archetypal diagram. That is all for now. We take our leave of you with the formula, to the principle,